A new danger is rising in the Middle East, and this time it is coming from the sea. This is TimesXP's War Report with me, Dhriti Atri, and Yemen's Houthi group, of course backed by none other than Iran, is stepping deeper into this whole conflict. And their message, it's loud, clear and alarming. They are launching fresh missiles and drone attack, and they are warning that this will not stop anytime soon. According to them, the strikes will continue until and unless Israeli military operations come to an end. This is not another development though. This is the opening of a new front. Until now, the focus was largely on any direct tension involving Iran, Israel, the United States. But now the Houthis are actively entering the battlefield, expanding the conflict far beyond the borders and into critical global routes. Well, the Red Sea, one of the world's most important shipping lanes, is suddenly under threat. And this is where a large portion of global trade passes every single day, including the oil shipments, including the essential goods. And now there is fear in these waters. Fear of missiles, fear of drones, fear of sudden attacks on commercial ships. Because of this growing risk, Europe's naval mission in that region, known as Operation Escalates, it has issued an urgent alert. Ships passing through the Red Sea, they have been warned to stay cautious, stay alert and prepare for any possible threat. And this is not a routine warning though. This is a sign that the whole situation is becoming serious. And adding to the whole tension is a major threat issued by the Houthis. They have warned that they could block the Bab al-Mandab Strait. This narrow stretch of water, it is one of the most critical choke points in the world. If it is closed or maybe disrupted, then global trade could face massive delays. Oil prices could rise, supply chains could be affected worldwide. And at the very same time, pressure is building on Israel as well from multiple sides. In the north, Hezbollah is active from Lebanon. In the south, the Houthis are stepping up attacks. And this creates a whole situation where Israel is facing threats on more than one front at the same time. And this kind of multi-front pressure increases the risk of a much larger regional conflict. Well, the situation is becoming more complex and more dangerous with each passing day. What started as a conflict between a few key players, it is now spreading, pulling in more and more groups, more and more regions. The risk is no longer limited to the land though, it is now moving into the sea, into global trade routes and into the wider international system. Now for the rest of the world, this is not just a distant conflict. The Red Sea is a lifeline for global commerce. Any disruption over here, it can affect fuel prices, shipping costs, and the movement of goods across the continents. And this is why countries and organizations are watching very closely, preparing for possible escalation here. Well, the big question now is how far this will go. Will this remain limited? Or will it grow into a wider regional war with more and more groups getting involved and threats increasing from multiple directions? Well, the situation is now becoming harder to control. But for now, the Red Sea remains tensed, ships remain on high alert, and the world watches very carefully. Because what happens over here next could have consequences far beyond the whole Middle East.